What's up? What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? My name is Basil, and yeah, let's follow along. Today, I want to make a video about the 2025 prediction and 2026 and moving forward with crypto. In my opinion, I obviously show here how we started in 2021, 2020, the market sentiment, what was actually available, and now where we are with 2024 and 2025. What I'm trying to say is, so back in 2020, 21, users are now getting hungry and they want products to start using. This is where DeFi, was able to emerge, as well as NFTs. DeFi gave the promise of, uh, whether it was from APR and yield, from staking, from LPing. Those were mostly the use cases that was available back in 2020 and 21. But quickly did people start realizing that there wasn't actually like any real utility for this stuff, because what's the point of trying to uh, earn yield in a subpar, like a C tier token? You know what I mean? I think actually we need to do this. Like, there needs to be different tiers of tokens. And what's the point of trying to earn like a C tier token or a D tier token, yield in that? So, but people quickly came to that realization throughout the years, right? And that gave birth to, I think, memes in 2024 and 2025. Obviously, NFTs gave, like the promise of exclusive memberships, communities, alpha. It was all about, like everything else also. Back then, and even up until 2024, was always about airdrop farming. So if you even remember in the beginning times of 2024, everybody was sharing like, oh, these are like, I just got the Jupiter airdrop, or I just got the Dimension airdrop, and I just made six figures from this airdrop just by doing these 5 simple steps. A lot of people were making money, but they were also just engagement farming. They were like creating threads on how you can go and, like, oh, these are the next 10 products that you should go and use in LP, and this like airdrops that are going to come out, right? But then uh, it sorely disappoint a lot of like the value that people received, because it wasn't as much as they thought. um, Look, free money is free money, and people are thankful for it. But when people are going out there saying like, oh, I did $100,000 in this airdrop, and then people to end up receiving like $50, it's just like those who promise big airdrops, and then it just doesn't actually play out as such. Obviously, in 2024, there was a emergence of memes, and the memes was really a big deal, because it was, like the user base and the community basically saying like, listen, clearly it's not about utility. It's where the money goes, it's where the communities are, and whoever's bringing capital. And instead of trying to go and buy these other tokens, that are, VC funded, VC backed, whatever it may be, they would prefer to go and buy tokens for 50K, 100K, or 500K market cap, and make their bets there. Especially because Pump Fund made it really easy to start now creating tokens. Like, you didn't need now a developer with a technical background to go and create these tokens. So anybody with 5 steps can go and click and create a token. And so people were just kind of aping into things that, even if it was just funny, and that was enough. Yeah, it was hot back in like mid last year to late last year, 2024. Now, it died a bit, but I think it'll come back probably. Um, but in that emergence came out also like AI in general. AI in Web 2 is just making great strides, and Web 3 is trying to. There are products that you can use in Web 3, around AI. We're trying to see, right now it's obviously just chatbots, automated trading agents, chat GBT style, with access to my wallet to be able to do stuff. It's not real, like, it's useful, but it's not really useful at the same time. What I mean is like, I need something that's going to hit we need products. I think just consumers now are getting to a point where they need products that actually um, retain them by providing more than just the value of number go up. And it needs to be like, how can you improve my life besides just like me hoping that the price of whatever I'm buying is going to be up in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months from now, right? Or even in a year from now, right? They want more, so they want to actually start using these products that are in crypto for more than these things. Whether it's for how you can create passive income using stables, whether it's for like providing me value on a daily basis using your technology. Those are the things that people really want to start. I think gaming has a opportunity here. Just we'll see. I haven't seen an actual like game yet, but games are really good at retaining its users. So if somebody can just launch one that's a mobile app, it would be interesting to see. Now, why am I saying all this stuff? Because now we've gone to a point where I feel like 2025 moving forward, we have like around 30 million tokens because it's so easy to create tokens, right? Like these new tokens are competing with tokens of 2020, 21. And a lot of the incentives for those individuals to want to bring back value to those projects back in 21 and those liquid positions that most people say that there's a lot of good deals with good tech back in 21. Quite frankly, it's difficult to compete with the competition now and with the projects that are building in the 2025 era because they're kind of in narrative. And the second thing I would say is it's so easy now to get validation from people, and all you have to do is just create a landing page, put it out there. You can even create a token, and Pump Fund can work as a distribution mechanism to just drive people into your Twitter and your landing page, and then you can get an idea and understanding if people are buying your coin or they're even signing up to your wait list, if people are even interested in the idea of whatever it is that you're building, whether you should go through with building it or not, right? And you can do this and you can find validation in a day, to be honest with you. It's pretty cool. The other thing is, I would say what will happen is that if we go to CoinGecko, if we go to CoinGecko, and you'll notice that a lot of these tokens here in like the top 10 are doing a really good job. And there are other projects outside of the top 10, but you have to look for projects now that are doing a really good job at cornering their niche and cornering their, you know what I mean? Like the narrative around what it is that their ecosystem and project is trying to do, right? Like ETH is clearly a DeFi chain, like you have Aave there. Like it doesn't make sense for any other lending and borrowing platform anywhere else it's hard to try to compete with ETH, you know what I mean? With Aave on ETH, right? Especially because why would you want to go and earn like a C tier token? Who knows? But sometimes there are really good opportunities for stables and on those other platforms, but like how long lasting is this is the question. That's like there comes a point where the show just is going to end, right? But how does it end when you have a token? It technically can't, which is very difficult, which is why I'm really seeing now a direction where it's going to become about these larger institutions, these larger projects are going to turn to want to corner their communities and their narratives. So like if Solana says that, hey, we're the consumer chain, and if Abstract says they're the consumer chain, it's going to come down to going and acquiring teams and products that are doing a good job of conquering and like basically like having really good engagement with micro communities. So if there's like a product that has, for example, 10,000 real users that use their product every single day, right? Like that is more valuable to a Solana or so on and so forth. Because they're like, okay, if we're able to acquire this team and this product, that means we have 10,000 plus new customers that are using our platform, right? That they don't have a token, but they're going to be buying our token instead, right? And they can figure out ways to bring value back to that token. So I think like there's going to be a direction towards mergers and acquisitions moving in the 2006, 26, 27, whatever era that I'm going to see more popular. So I would actually be betting on projects that are doing a good job at cornering their narrative, right? Whether it's the consumer chain, whether it's being the DeFi chain, whether it's being the whatever it is, right? Like we're the stable coin chain, we're the AI chain, like that thing. So like we're the RWA chain. So like just those chains that do a really good job of controlling the mind share of and the narrative of who they are and their brand and solidifying their brand as that narrative. And then the job moving forward is going to be about acquiring projects that are tackling those same narratives, but acquiring micro communities. Like, so they're going and tackling smaller communities that are bringing on 10,000 users, 50,000 users, 20,000 users. And then these major chains are just going to go and acquire them. and bring back value to the token. So that's what I see moving forward. And cheers. Follow, subscribe, all that whatever stuff. And that's the daily video, guys. Cheers.